As far as video game adaptations go, this one's pretty solid, even if it's got its flaws. Welcome to Bite Size Bunny, my name's Tony, and today we are going to be talking about Iron Lung. This film is set in a post-apocalyptic future where the last remnants of humanity are desperately trying to find a new planet they can inhabit to continue their existence. When a group of humans on a space station come across a desolate moon with oceans of blood, they decide to send one of their convicts down into the ocean in a submarine known as the Iron Lung to explore the depths of this mysterious moon. This film is written, directed, and edited by Markiplier, but not just that, he is also the starring role in this film. And for a directorial debut, this is one hell of an ambitious project. But what makes it all even more exciting is the fact that there is so much that works here, and I'm really excited to see how Markiplier continues to grow and develop as a filmmaker and actor. The direction in this film works really well. Mark Fishbach manages to craft an intense atmospheric experience that makes you feel like you're trapped in this claustrophobic steel coffin with the main character. As the film goes on, I found myself feeling more and more trapped with our main character, and it does make you feel genuinely uneasy at times. This also works as a one-man show that effectively shows off Mark's acting range as we watch his character slowly descend into madness as he is actively going insane. There are some other characters here and there that he interacts with over the radio in his submarine, but for a large portion of this film, this character is alone trying to navigate this jacked up situation he's being forced into. From a production standpoint, this film looks great. It looks like they brought the video game to life, but it never once feels fan servicey. It all feels very authentic and organic. Yet there's still so much attention to detail that really goes to show just how much love there is for this IP, and this feels like a legitimate passion project come to life. I think my main issues with this film come down to the pacing and the climax of the movie. This is a slow burn, which isn't an issue, but I do think there's a solid 20 to 30 minutes worth of runtime here that probably could have been shaved off, and it would have made this feel like a significantly tighter crafted experience. Even with that runtime being trimmed off, it still would have been a slow burn, but I do think that some of the payoffs would have felt more impactful. Without going into spoilers, there are whole sections of the film that play out before suddenly being revealed that none of it was real, which I do think it can be really fun and interesting having a story that leaves you wondering what was real and what wasn't real, immediately making you want to go talk to someone else and just kind of unpacking everything with them and getting their interpretation on things. But with how it's structured here, it can feel a little repetitive at times and even occasionally feel like it's just there to pad out the runtime. When it comes to the climax of this film, I love the concept of the ending. I think it works wonderfully from a storytelling perspective, and I do think the last shot of this film's story works as the perfect little cherry on top at the end. The execution of the finale is what left me feeling disappointed. It's lots of jump cuts, it's lots of shaky cam, and it's all set in a dark setting where it's impossible to make out anything that's going on. It wasn't until we saw the aftermath of everything that had transpired that I was able to piece everything together, which is such a bummer, and it put such a sour taste in my mouth by the end of it because the cinematography throughout this movie is stunning. There's so much they do right with the production side of things throughout the entire film that it all falling apart in those last 10 to 15 minutes really just puts a damper on things. Overall, Iron Lung is an ambitious film and an impressive directorial debut. Despite having pacing issues and an ending that feels messy in its execution, there's still so much to admire with this project. This could have gone wrong in so many ways, but the passion for this project really shines through in the final product, and I'm going to be giving Iron Lung a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Like, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff, and what's your favorite video game adaptation? I'd love to know.